Hello everyone, welcome back to your favorite political satire show, With the Facts. I'm your host, Jack Kessler.
And I'm Thomas Kohler. Let's get to it.
To start off, let's talk about the Kurds. The Kurds have been a minority ethnic group in the Middle East for generations, and the United States has protected them for years. The Kurds have also been a staunch ally throughout the U.S.'s campaign against terrorism in the Middle East, helping to identify and capture ISIS agents and ISIS sympathizers.
At one of his more recent rallies in Louisiana, in reaction to the latest Turkish attack on the Kurds, Trump explained his reasons for allowing the Turks to commit another genocide. Where were the Kurds during the Normandy beach landings? Now, in his defense, there are a lot of times when the Kurds didn't help us out. I mean, where were the Kurds during the Battle of Gettysburg, during Pearl Harbor, when the Titanic sank, when Season 8 of Game of Thrones dropped, when the Joker movie was released? These are all important questions to consider.
Speaking of the Joker movie, if the release of this film didn't flood the internet with enough "we live in a society" sentiments, right-wing political commentator Ben Shapiro decided he'd fill in the gaps. During the CNN Equality Town Hall, Beto O'Rourke expressed a desire to remove tax breaks for religious organizations that discriminate against LGBT folks.
Shapiro obviously took offense to this, believing that this would start a culture war. He even went as far as to say that he'd meet Beto with his gun if he tried to make his son learn LGBT history in schools. I mean, is Beto supposed to be afraid? Sorry, but I'm assuming the reincarnation of Mini-Me, may he rest in peace, doesn't exactly inspire fear in a guy from Texas.
Now, let's talk about the most marginalized demographic out there, gamers. Gamers around the world this week learned that famed studio Blizzard Entertainment is a progressive company. They'll profess all the adoration in the world for your chosen lifestyle, but when liberty and human rights come into conflict with their profit margins, you can be sure they'll choose profits every time.
Such has been the case of Hearthstone player Blitzchung, who made comments in support of the Hong Kong protesters during a streamed interview. Blitzchung was then kicked out of a then ongoing tournament by Blizzard and lost $10,000 in prize money. The company, of course, had to cover their ass, and here's what they had to say.
Quote, "We express our strong resentment and condemnation of the events that occurred in Hearthstone Asia Pacific competition last weekend and absolutely oppose the dissemination of personal political ideas during any event. The players involved will be banned and the commentators involved will be immediately terminated from any official business. Also, we will protect our national dignity." Protect our national dignity? Since when did an American corporate entity start caring about the feelings of the Chinese Communist Party? It's bad enough that a company is allowed to police free speech, but when it kowtows to China and lets a foreign power dictate what American citizens can and cannot say, it's truly a sad day for gamers of all kinds.
Well, that's this week's episode of With the Facts. I'm Thomas Kohler.
And I'm Jack Kessler. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.